I wanted to make a video on something that's been bothering me for a long time. I don't think I'm alone on this, but I wanted to warn Trae Young and Luka because they are quickly becoming two of the most disliked players in the league, and it has nothing to do with their skill level or how they play the game of basketball. Watching Luka and Trae is a thing of beauty. I love watching young stars play so well. It really makes me feel good about the future of the league. But I find myself getting annoyed and frustrated multiple times while watching Mavericks and Hawks games as I see two young stars flail in the air trying to get a cheap call and then complain and whine to the ref if they don't get the call. I think it's bad for the game. I think it's bad for their brand, and it needs to stop. And honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me. Not one time ever have I seen a ref not make a call and the player runs up to them and is like, what did you do? And they're like, oh, my bad. Let's change it. Not one time have I seen that. So it doesn't even seem worth their time. Being upset with calls is fine, but just do it in your head or just brush it off. Refs don't always make the right call. It's the human part of the game, and it's up to you whether to come to terms with it. And don't make a fool of yourself in the process trying to plead with the ref. It doesn't show that you care about the game more or make you the ultimate competitor. It makes you look like an upset child, if we're being honest. It was really aggravating watching last year's playoff series between the Mavericks and the Clippers, where I felt like every single play Luka wanted a foul one way or another, on drives, on shots, on screens. I saw him multiple times not get back on defense in order to give his 2 cents to the ref. I was pulling my hair out. To me and other NBA fans, this is really hard to root for. And whether we like it or not, flopping has become part of the game of basketball. It's such a high-paced game, and calls have to be made so quickly. Players are often able to get away with it. But is that really what you want to rely on? Is that really what you want to be known for? And I know James Harden flops, but he has also been great at forcing players to give him fouls by his well-known arm hooking technique. This, to me, I have to respect a little bit. It's very cheeky, but I respect how savvy he's being to get points. But draw fake contact and whining is just sad to me, which James does from time to time too. But Luka and Trae have been the talk of possible MVP candidates, all-star appearances, and all the triple doubles and game-winning shots. This should be everyone's favorite player in the league. You should want the babies of the NBA to do well. It's a great underdog story, and it's great for the league. But I'm scared they're losing the love that they once had from the fans. People still respect their game, and even Luka off the court just looks like a ton of fun to be around. But a great example of this is actually LeBron James. People have nothing but respect for LeBron's game, but increasingly he has talked to the refs looking for calls, and even he won't get the calls overturned without review. And I think this can rub people the wrong way. And I think the NBA sees this as a problem as well. They implemented a flopping warning that can be given out even after the game after further review, and the refs are also having less tolerance for what players are allowed to say to them. And it's just sad to see the two brightest stars in our league falling down this hole, and my guess is it's not going to stop. And when they get better, which they definitely will, they will only feel more entitled and feel like they should get the calls even more than they do now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to make this video because this has been bothering me for a long time. And let me be clear, I still love Trae Young, I love Luka, but I just find myself getting so frustrated during these games, and I don't think it's a great part of the game. It's not what I want to be seeing on TV. All the complaining, all the reviews, all this complaining, it just makes it harder to watch, and I want to root for these guys, but it's just getting harder at game after game after game. Luka and Trae Young both have recent altercations with refs, and I just felt like this was a good time to make the video. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. It helps out the channel a ton. If you want to see content like this every single day, we go over a lot of NBA stuff, some college, some high school. If you want to get consistent basketball content, this is your place. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace!